Yo, what's good, everyone? It's your boy, the best in the world of what I do. Your boy, the homie Meech, tuning in with Space the Place. You feel me? Got another episode. Joining me, my good host, Sammy Yeager. It's just us two, the Two Pump crew. You feel me? Gotta get that trademark. You feel me? Just whenever it's just us, the Two Pumps. That's it.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
How you doing tonight, man?
Doing good, man. You jogged the memory right there. I haven't
Two
thought about
Pump
that.
crew, man. I had to trademark it.
For real.
I had to trademark it. But yeah, hope you guys are enjoying yourselves out there. Hope you guys are staying safe as well with everything that's going on in the world. Before we begin, always make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure to follow the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and we got it on iHeartRadio as well. I was able to submit it this previous week. Got it successfully up there. So yeah, it's going to be on iHeartRadio as well. So go ahead and get them streams up, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to make it out the hood with this one. But without further ado, let's go on and get right into the topic. It's going to be a quick episode, but it definitely it's an important episode because if you haven't heard or if you lived under a rock lately, Disney, the whole situation with Disney of them taking down Jimmy Kimmel's late night show due to his comments made about Charlie Kirk. If you don't know about the Charlie Kirk situation, we're not going to get into it on here. We try to leave politics off the show, but all I can say is, hey, empathy can only go so far, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. That's almost that's my 2 cents. But They took off his show. They took off Jimmy Kimmel's show, and then so let me go ahead and share the article with you so you can see it as well. What is it? Oops. No thanks. All right, so with this right here, this article on CNN by, what is his name? Liam Morelli. Just want to make sure to shout him out. It says Disney is hiking the price of a subscription streaming service, which they always do. And the timing couldn't be more awkward given the controversy surrounding the media's giant handling of Jimmy Kimmel the past week. Starting on October 21st, Disney Plus with ads will increase $2 to $11.99, while its ad-free tier will increase to $3 to $18.99. Hulu will increase prices that same day with Disney's own streamers ad tier raising $2 to $11.99. Elsewhere in the Disney streaming universe, ESPN will increase by $1 to $12.99. Several bundles involving Disney Plus will increase in that price as well. Obviously the article still talks about the widespread backlash for Jimmy Kimmel late last week after President Trump, online Federal Communications Commission's chairman, threatened to revoke ABC's affiliate license over the late night's host comments about Charlie Kirk's suspected killer. What I didn't know was the boycott. I didn't realize how effective the boycott was because it says Howard Stern host as well, telling his Sirius XM listeners that he canceled his Disney Plus subscription to show a camaraderie with the late night host. And apparently Disney lost an estimate of $4 to $5 billion in the market value after suspending Jimmy Kimmel's live. I ain't gonna lie to you, losing as a business, as a corporation, losing $4 to $5 billion in the stock market. Hey, nasty work, my boy. I actually was like, Disney lost money? I'm actually shocked. Like, I was like, because when people were like always boycott this, boycott that, do people actually really boycott nowadays? That showed it right there. Man. I was like, okay, now let's keep doing this more. You feel me?
Right. To add to your point, with boycotts and protests, they're not gonna outright say that they're working. They don't want us to know those tactics work. So it's gonna be very low key when we do find out, like, oh yeah, there were repercussions to that. Y'all had consequences, but y'all didn't want us to see them. So yeah, that's common for them.
Yeah, but yeah, losing $4 to $5 billion. That's not something a company want to see. But what I really wanted to get into is the increasing of the prices for the streaming services. I feel like it's gotten to a point where it's like it's actually insane. Like bro,
yeah. I'm with you, man. I remember when we first got Netflix back in the day, like I remember like 2010, 2011, and it was like it was $9.99 or $7.99. Yeah,
$7.99.
Yeah, something like that. And then to add more screens, to add more than 2 screens, it was like what, another $2 added or something like that. So like then it was like $10, $9.99 or something like that. Bro, then each time it would just keep going and going. Like it's what? I think ours is like 25 when we do have it like on.
If you do the what it says, if you do the standard plan, what's that? Oh, well, this is for Netflix. It says Netflix increased its subscription price in the U.S. and other countries in January 2025. Standard plan with ads increased to $7.99 per month. The standard plan without ads is $17.99 per month, and the premium plan is $24.99 per month. So, I ain't gonna lie, brother.
Like, yeah, and then if you have multiple, because I think they all set this up. They set this up, man. Like they all have little bits of what we want, but then they have other platforms that have other bits of what we want. So it makes you want the whole plethora of them, and not instead of just getting one and being satisfied with that, because you're not going to get everything you want in one.
Yeah, that's why the only subscription platform I use is Crunchyroll, because I like anime. That's my preferred medium that I watch. I'm not really big on like the live action shows really, and if I want to watch something, you mean to tell me I gotta pay a subscription of what, almost $20 just to watch one show that I really want to watch? Not like, that's nasty work. I'm not gonna lie. And then for them to have the audacity to increase these prices, knowing what just transpired, brother, you guys lost $4 to $5 billion. If I'm Disney, I'm like, maybe we shouldn't do this at this moment. That's what I'm thinking. Like, but they got to recoup that money that they lost. Any company's gonna be like, I see, maybe that wasn't a good idea for cancel but old buddy show, so we got to do something. I'm pretty sure they had this in the works already, but the whole canceling Jimmy Kimmel's show, it was kind of like, okay, yeah, we gotta remake this money back.
Right, and in the future, they'll probably use their loss of this quarter as an excuse to raise it again. But yeah, you can't just do that, man. That's wild. That's wild work to openly cancel someone's show because you didn't like what they said. Come on.
Hey.
Come on. That's like some elementary school stuff, man. Like, that's what kindergartners do. Like, they hit or bite because they didn't like what somebody said, what another classmate said. Like, that's so childish. So yeah.
I mean, I don't understand. I feel like these companies are just so entitled. They're like, oh, we can cancel X, Y, and Z. We don't, man. We Disney. We can do whatever. We a multi-billion-dollar industry. But once they saw that profit go down, yeah. Cause hey, I'm all for people having free speech. I'm all for people having free speech as long as it's not offending anybody. That whole situation with old boy, missed me with that. Like I said, I'm not trying to get too much into it, but hey, some people got a platform, they're going to use it to talk about current events, whether it be political, non-political. X, Y, and Z. That's that man's show. He built it from the ground up. He made it to what it is today. So for them to be like, we don't like what he said, let's take that show down. All right, bet that. Oh, this Disney Plus? Yeah, let's go ahead and cancel that. I don't like that, bro.
And the hypocrisy in it is some of Charlie Kirk's rhetoric was atrocious. Like you heard it from his mouth. You can find it if you look for it. Like, and
it's
then
out there.
they're gonna just cancel Jimmy Kimmel because of something as little as that, saying something you don't like. Charlie Kirk said a lot that a lot of people don't like, not just a organization or a corporation and what they don't like. But to your first point before, or just a second ago, we've allowed some of these corporations to get to their size, their just humongousness and their power and their control. So some of their actions, a lot of their actions, aren't even with us in mind because they have so much power. It's like they'll take what we give them, type stuff. And and I think that was what this move was like. But they didn't see these consequences coming at all. I don't think. So yeah, it's a wild time. But the streaming services, man, yeah, it's a racket, man. It's a racket.
Like I just can't see myself as a person who wants to watch all these different shows, but I gotta have like 5 different streaming platforms where I gotta put my credit card information in and get charged. First of all, let's talk about the prices. Prices is nasty word. What did it say? Let me see. Let me go back. They are increasing. What is it? On October 21st, they plan on increasing the plan with ads to increase $2 to $11.99. That's not talking about tax either.
That's with ads?
That's without tax, I think.
No, with ads. ADS.
Oh yeah, with ads. They're increasing.
Yeah, they're gonna make people pay $12 a month for ads. Oh
might be 13. Might be 13. Shoot, you basically paying $20 for the ad-free one. They about to increase it with $3. You're gonna pay $19, $20 right there. Also ESPN is gonna be increased by $1, so that'll be what, $13, $14 depending on where you at. And this is just Disney Plus by itself. And like I said, we go back to Netflix. The standard plan is $7.99. The standard plan without ads, $17.99. You basically pay $18. Round that up. Then the premium, $25 per month. Can't do it, gang. That's nasty work. Like it gets to a point where I'm not gonna lie. I don't think these streaming services, and it might take a while for people to get on board with it, but these streaming platforms aren't gonna last. It's gonna get to the point where you gonna be paying $30 a month just for Netflix. And I be hearing sometimes Netflix's selection of shows not that good. So it's like if you got thousands of shows, thousands of movies, X, Y, and Z, you can only enjoy a handful of them. Or if you want to go to see a specific type of show, you got to go over to Hulu, or you got to go over to Disney Plus, and then you got to pay that money on top of the money that you're already paying, and they keep increasing. Now, I understand business, a corporation, they got to do what they got to do, get their money, X, Y, and Z. But at some point, the people are going to wake up and be like, these shows that y'all got on here are not worth the price that y'all are demanding. Because what is it with HBO Max, they got rid of all like the classic cartoons. That was basically the reason why I got HBO Max in the first place. I'm like, okay, bet they got the classic cartoons that I grew up with. So, and then slowly but surely, each one of them started getting being removed from the platform. I'm like, well, what's the point of me even watching this then? What's the point? Like, and that, not just me, but a majority of people were like, yo, we can finally watch these on a streaming platform that actually caters to those who watched it at a certain time, or the 90s, the 90s, 2000 kids. We can watch these now. They're not showing them on the TV no more. So, but then when you start taking them off, it's like, so what else am I gonna watch? I don't. That was the only reason why I got this in the first place. And was, like I said, the only one that I have is Crunchyroll, because I'm a fan of anime. I got thousands to look through. I can shoot X, Y, Z. I can watch the same ones over and over again. I'm good. I know what I like. That's my demographic. That's the media I consume. But for these people who got Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO Max, all like, brother, you are spending well over, especially if you get like the premium joint or the ones with no ads, just the ones with no ads in general. You spend a pretty penny. I ain't like, yeah. And then once they start taking off shows, and you're like, and I think they take off shows like unannounced too. So say if you in the middle of a season, say for example, Snowfall, they have Snowfall on like Netflix or whatever streaming platform it is. You were like just starting out as a fan. Okay, I'm all right. Let me see what the hype is about the show X, Y, and Z. Next thing you know, the rights to it taken away. What? And then they replace it with something mediocre. And then they're like, you know what? In order to get that money back, we're gonna charge you an extra $2. Nah, gang, I'm good off of that. And like I said, I understand companies having to recoup the money for these other recoup the money for these movies and stuff like that. Are these shows that are handed to them? You feel me? But like I said, it gets to a point where when you look at the bill and you see what you're getting charged every month, and especially if you like a working person, you ain't got time for that. Like, I ain't got time to be watching on Netflix. And then people forget to be like, I've been getting charged how much? Man, let me go ahead and cancel these, bro. I do think it's gonna get to a point where, like I said, the premium plan's gonna be $30 a month, and people gonna be looking at that like, hey, bro, I might as well go ahead and just watch cable again, or just get a Roku.
Right, and to add to that, I think it'll get to a threshold where people are sick of, like, you know, you're paying so much and getting so little. You know, there's not much bang for your buck there, and then you don't own any of it. Like, it's basically rent. Subscriptions are just another word for rent. You don't got that rent for the next month. You don't have access to those movies and TV shows anymore. So I think it's gonna push people back to hard content, like tangible, like DVDs and Blu-rays.
Yeah, like physical stuff.
Yeah, and probably piracy as well, because everything is digital. People, you can screen record. People screen record movies on their phone. People do live, like, TikTok movies. Like, they get, I don't know what I don't have TikTok, but they like someone
live stream,
puts up a movie on TikTok and they watch it together, like in parts.
And that's kind of crazy.
It's wild.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't risk that. Yeah. But yeah, like I do think it's gonna get to a point where people are gonna be like, we just gonna go back to regular cable. Just go back to regular television, because y'all already, like, y'all are just increasing these prices, and ain't nobody, especially in the economy we in, stuff is expensive, bro. Stuff is already expensive as it is. You mean to tell me my only way of escaping, I gotta pay $30 a month? And I ain't gonna lie, these subscription, these streaming services, they not too friendly on doing like discounts. It'll be rare when you get like a discount from any of these. I don't hear nobody talk about no discount for like Netflix or Hulu or XYZ. Cause it's like, why are you charging me so much? Why is the price between the one with ads and no ads almost like, well, what is it? A $10 jump? Honestly, like, bro, what you really? Ads are that bad? Like, you gotta charge me an extra $10 just to get rid of them? Like, wow. And then I don't know what the premium plan comes with. If you know, let me know, because
more screens. Like you can watch it. Like your whole household can watch Netflix without it cutting off someone else. Because a basic Netflix plan only has 2 screens at a time. No, it might be 1 now, but basically, if I'm watching it in the living room, whoever else in the household can't watch it because they'll kick me off to let them watch it. So you got to add more screens. So that's another way they draw money out of us. So it doesn't kick anyone off and say too many people on, yada yada. Of course, yeah, that's how they control how many accounts are made. They want more people making more accounts and having more subscriptions. So yeah, the way to push for more.
But like I said, what is it? $25 a month. That 25 could easily turn to like 30 within the next year and a half. It really can. And it's just like, no, bro, like $30. Nah, gang, I'm good. Like, imagine seeing that to be left out of your account every month. It's just like, and the show's not even good. I'd be mad. I'd be like, and I ain't gonna lie, majority of people, they be forgetting that they even got a Netflix account. The average working person just gonna be like, man, I just want to go to bed, X, Y, and Z. They wake up to a charge to their phone, like, bro, I still have this? Man, $30. Oh, yeah. And nah, bro, I'd be tight. So yeah, it's going to get to a point where these streaming platforms and these streaming services, they were cool at they were cool at first. You know what I'm saying? The $7.99s of the worlds, the $10 for the premium without the plan. Those were cool. Those were good. You know what I'm saying? Early streaming services was doing their thing. But once things started getting more mainstream, we just started getting more media. It was like, hey, let's go ahead and up the prices. I'm like, okay, that's understandable. But like, let's be, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you just gonna jump from like 10 to 20 just like that? It's like, it'd be so quick too. Like, well, damn, bro, I blinked and you already increased the price an extra $10. What's the benefit for me paying these extra $10? More screens, more X, Y, and Z. Like, I guess, but in today's climate, that don't work no more, gang. That does not work. And like I said, people gonna, they gonna go back to cable or they gonna get that Roku. Like, man, let me go ahead and get this Roku. It easy to install. Get everything you want. Jailbreak it. You get everything you want. And I remember when I first heard about a Roku at the barbershop. Was it Here I Am? Yeah, that one. That's how I heard about the Rokus.
Okay.
And yeah, they play anything on there, and I'm like, okay, because ain't nobody trying to. The average working person ain't trying to give these big corporations all this money just to see you know what I'm saying, just to see like Tom and Jerry on this streaming platform, because I can't go see it on this one. And like, or I can't see it on TV no more because they took it off the network. So that's why people, if you got physical copies of your stuff, keep it. Keep every single thing that you got that is physical. Regulars, Blu-rays, VCRs, you feel me? Keep everything you got, because all it takes is just one small little slip and all the streaming stuff could be taken away from you. And everybody can be like, well, what are we gonna watch now? I don't know about y'all. I got a DVD player still. I'm gonna just go ahead and watch that downstairs. You feel me?
Right. And if you have an Xbox or a PlayStation, like they're Blu-ray players. Well, I know Xboxes are. I think PlayStations are too. They have DVD drives or Blu-ray drives as well. So yeah, multitask that thing. So yeah, man. Get everything.
But It's crazy because I'm telling you, in a year and a half, that premium gonna jump up to $30. Everybody gonna be like, no, bro, I'm good. Like, move, bro. Like, y'all increased this to $30? Yeah, let's go ahead and cancel that. Boop, 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 boop. They're gonna see all that profit go that, like, oh, we need to do something, because greed is corporations can be greedy, man. They'll change the prices much as they want. They do not care. But in this situation, I can understand them doing that because, like, they lost $4 billion. I mean,
and they just bought Hulu.
Yeah.
So yeah, they just made a big expense, and then to go and lose more value in their company. Yeah, it's a big hit.
It makes sense, and it makes sense in this moment. Understandable as a business, when you lose $4 to $5 billion, you got to recoup that somewhere or another. Does the timing look tacky? Yes, it does. But hey, that's just how the cookie crumbles. That's just how companies out there got to make their bread back. But hey, don't be surprised, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, don't be surprised if you see your stuff. If you see on your payment $30, $30. Hold up now. Or the standard plan $20, $22. Hold on, bro. Let me shoot. Hey, people might start going back to the one with the ads. You never know. Or they might just cancel it all together. Get that Roku, ladies and gentlemen. Jailbreak it. It don't cost you nothing. Don't cost you nothing. Get it at your local barber shop. You know they got the hookup. You feel me?
For the Fire Stick. Yeah, and the Roku's and the Fire Stick.
For the Roku's and the Fire Sticks, for the win. Yeah. I know that sounds crazy to say, but the Roku's and the Fire Sticks for the win. Especially, like I said, when these prices increase, you looking at your payments. Excuse me? Nah. All right, we good, bro. Disney, it was good while it lasted, my boy. But I could watch Smiling Friends on the Roku game. I'm good. Happy Tree Friends, I can watch it on the Roku. You feel me? Powerpuff Girls, Ed, Edd n Eddy on the Roku. I'm good. All these Marvel movies on the Roku. I'm good. Or I got physicals, my boy. I'm good. Like, shoot. But yeah, man. Just be smart with y'all streaming. For the people who have multiple streaming services, hey, you gotta pick one. I don't know how y'all do it, but you gotta pick one, because I'm all my money going to this, that, and the third, and ain't nothing good on. Nah, I'd have crashed out. I'd have been crashed out. But yeah, that's all we wanted to get out of the way for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Disney, it looks messy, but I understand. We understand. You got to do what you got to do. Maybe next time just don't talk crazy. You feel me? Because that man Jimmy Kimmel came back and said, as I was saying before, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, but we not gonna get right. We're not gonna get into that. But hey, just know, boycotting does exist, ladies and gentlemen. It does work. You see a company lose $4 to $5 billion, you did something right. Yeah, you did something right. But that's it for tonight's episode, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Me, Sammy Yeager, aka the 2 Punk Crew. You feel me? Definitely. If we got topics, we're gonna be right here. The 2 of us doing our name. We're gonna get our trademark. You feel me? Make sure you guys go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe, share this with your peoples. Share all the clips. Go ahead and stream this on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and any other streaming platform that streams podcasts, basically. And we doing our thing over here. We trying to make it out the hood with this one. Get that revenue on YouTube. You feel me? But other than that, it's your boy Meech and Sammy Yeager. We out.
Deuces, y'all.